Hello and welcome to another video vlog. Sad news again, I'm afraid. When I got in from a wild camp up in the mountains today, I had no Facebook, no signal or anything like that. I went on Facebook when I got back home and I couldn't believe it. It's all over Facebook. Jeff Beck had passed away. I was astonished. He was a guy that never let up in his career. I mean, Jimmy Page said that he's actually getting better and better the older he got, and it's hard to disagree with that. We've got Ozzy's last album on in the car at the moment, and a track on it called Patient Number 9. Jeff Beck's the guest artist on that, and it's phenomenal work he's doing on that. It's amazingly creative and phenomenal. So he showed no sign of slowing at all. Like, I believe it was bacterial meningitis or something like that. Yeah, it's absolutely, 78 years old. I think we've lost a true legend here, a true legend of the guitar world, but a true legend of the music world. He seemed to transcend genres as well. He was never pigeonholed into one thing or another. He started out with a pop of the Yardbirds in the 60s, but and then it was like proto classic rock with the the Jeff Beck group and all that, and he always seemed to have a bit of a bee in his bonnet with Jimmy Page, who's a good mate of his. With Jimmy saying that Zeppelin were like the blueprint for classic rock and all the rest of it, where Jeff Beck said, well, hang on a minute, mate, I did these albums with Rod Stewart, and I think we might have beaten you there. So yeah. Of course, the other bee in his bonnet was Hi-Ho Silver Lining, which he had a huge hit with, and he hated it. And I believe it was the producer Mickey Mouse that talked him into doing it. But he hated that song. I was in a band in the 80s, and we used to cover that song, and I hated it too, to be honest with you. Our singer, he loved it because it was an opportunity to get the crowd going. It was a crowd pleaser, but as a thing, as a piece of music to play, or just that solo and that, I dreaded it all and sing along. But yeah, I think that was a real millstone around his neck. I think he described it as having a pink toilet seat hanging around his neck. It's a typical Jeff Beck comment like that. Yeah. I've got to fess up though. I never got to see him live, and that is proving now to be an absolute ridiculous thing. Really, I should have. He did a British tour a few years back. I should have gone and seen it. But you always think they're going to go on forever. These people, don't you? I know people who have seen him live, and I know people who actually sort of talk to him and stuff like that. It's a smashing bloke. Hell of a career there. You got to talk about the fact that some commentators missed is the fact that he was never afraid of having very talented females in his bands, and that he's very encouraging in that. He was never like a machismo thing for him, like playing music and that. Yeah, and I think he was one of the few guitar players that actually managed to combine brilliant technique with pure emotion in his playing and that. And he's quoted as saying that one of the reasons he didn't do endless tours and long tours was that every gig he did, it used to just really take it out of him. He was spent, So yeah, an amazing talent. Check out Live at Ronnie Scott's there for his sort of more, I suppose, his more modernistic approach to guitar there. A tribute to Les Paul, that's amazing. He's playing like 50s rock and roll and rockabilly stuff on that. Incredibly versatile player in that. He just seemed to have a go. Jan Hammer, he was doing like fusion stuff and all that, So yeah, he was a kind of pioneer in that as well, in fusion, like it's extraordinary. So yeah, we've lost a true legend in Jeff Beck. He's irreplaceable, and I know we won't see his like again. It's just it's a devastating one, really, for anybody who likes amazing guitar music. I suppose his legacy's left in his albums, and he has got some amazing stuff. It's like I say, the stuff with Rod Stewart, Jeff Beck Group's great. Blow by Blow, I've got that album. That's a fantastic place to start with Jeff Beck if you're unsure as well. Well, in his latter years, you know, he did a few more gigs, and you know, he kept his torch going brightly, you know. So, just remains for me to say, R.I.P. Jeff Beck, and yeah, another sad one. Take care, people. Stay safe. See you later. Bye.